Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have the Bombplar build. So on our attack bar, we're going to have the Black Rose Lightning Staff sharpened with shock damage. Back bar and Clever Alchemist infused with the weapon damage enchantment. Okay, the reason why we're using the infused weapon damage enchantment on our back bar is because we're going to be able to proc it, and you will not have to still be on that same bar to proc it again. So right above my health bar is my buff bar. You can see that sword emblem is the weapon damage enchantment going off. Now, what I'm going to be able to do is we'll be able to drop our alt on our back bar swap, and even though we're not on that same bar, it's still going to proc that damage buff. So there you go. And you see it proc the second time there, even though we're not on the same bar. So we're actually able to carry that 400 and some extra spell damage up for almost the entire time that we're doing our alt drop, which is very beneficial to be able to push into groups with this build. Balrogs is going to be our monster set. Gonna do head and chest in heavy. Impenetrable for our traits on everything. With the jewelry, it's kind of up to you. I run 2 infused and then 1 arcane, just because I want the little extra max resource. For the food, I run Bewitched Sugar Skulls, mainly because I want the extra stamina to make sure that I can break free as often as possible when we're in large battles. For the Mana Stone, I am using the Apprentice for the extra spell damage. Also, on our total stat sheet from earlier, we did have an imp bonus on the health, so just be aware of that. For our skills, we're going to start out with Pulsar, Radiant Oppression for our execute, Inner Light to go ahead and get the extra max magicka and the spell crit, Puncturing Sweeps, Toppling Charge, Crescent Sweep for our attack bar ulti, back bar is going to be where we run our Eye of Flame Fire Destro ult, Ritual of Retribution. I run this for the extra damage. If you're going to be playing this in smaller group play or soloing, it's better to have the heal as opposed to the extra damage. Channeled Focus to get our defensive buff, but also to add 240 to our magic recovery. Breath of Life, Purifying Light, and then our Proxy Debt. For our champion points, we're going to start out with 51 into Warlord, make sure we can break free as often as possible. 5 into Sprinter. 56 into Tenacity to help our resource management. 43 into Arcanus. 49 into Healthy. 66 into Tumbling. 40 into Elfborn. 49 into Elemental Expert, 50 into Spell Erosion, 56 into Master of Arms, 75 into Thaumaturge, We're going to go ahead and not take it all the way to 81 to get the extra percent, but we do need to hit the 75 to make sure we get the exploiter passive for the 10% extra damage when they're off balance. Defensively, we're going to run 56 into Ironclad, 62 into Resistant, 43 into Hardy and Elemental Defender, 23 into Thick Skin, and 43 into Quick Recovery. Alright everyone, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the build, and everybody that's continued to support me even though I took a little break from ESO. I do greatly appreciate that. If you guys have any questions, comments, or anything that you need to know about the build or explain, feel free to leave a question down below and I'll answer it as soon as I can. Thanks for your guys' time.